Hi peeps, this is an impromptu unboxing. As you can tell, I'm still in my workout clothes. I just got back from the post office and a new deck arrived in the mail, so I thought that I would just unbox it with you guys. I purchased this deck with my own funds. It was not sent to me, it was not gifted to me. But I ended up purchasing this deck because I have a tarot student that I'm going to be working with, and this is their deck of choice for our mentorship package. So the deck is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot by Hughes. Back in the day, I chose not to purchase this when it first came out because I really love the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, or I don't know, I'm probably mispronouncing that somehow, but I really love the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I am a big Mucha fan, and I love Art Deco works of art. Wow, I just lost my phrasing there completely. I love Art Deco as a genre, and I also love you know, artists like Waterhouse, pre-Raphaelite artists. I really enjoy that artwork. But I really liked the lushness and the golden tone of the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So I waited on this because a friend of mine had the deck. She let me look through it and actually get to touch it. And it just was a little soft for me, but I am stoked to get to work with this deck with my wonderful student. And so I figured, hey, we'll do an unboxing together. So this is published by US Game Systems. I think it cost me like 22 bucks or something. It wasn't too expensive. And the back says Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot Deck. In creating Ethereal Visions Tarot, Hughes has drawn inspiration from the Art Nouveau movement, adopting its distinctive style and meticulous approach to craftsmanship. The artist has also created 2 additional cards to supplement the traditional major arcana. Every detailed image in the 80 card deck is hand drawn and colored. Okay, that's pretty cool, right? Each card is illuminated with gold foil stamping to elegant effect, includes a 48-page booklet. All right, let's see. We're going to use the wonderful gift of the seam ripper to open this box without breaking my nails, because my nail artist will yell at me. Not really, but all right. So the box is a nice box size. It's not a larger one like say a Llewellyn, but it's got that nice compact size and it's sturdy. Mine did arrive a little bit damaged, but I gotta be really honest that that's probably the shipping process and not the creators of the deck itself, obviously. Sip of tea. Oh, I forgot about this. The box is this, the outside is this like gorgeous mint color, which is one of my journal colors for this year. If you guys watch my journal video, I'm obsessed with this color. Like when I'm in the right mood for it, you know, you got to be in the right mood for it, but when I'm in the right mood for it, I love this color. So that's really pretty. The inside is this nice like hunter green tone. I don't know why this year, guys. Oh, and so is the bottom. But I'm really feeling like this hunter green, like a mix between the hunter green and the peacock green with like that minty green. I have never been a green girl, so I don't know why. I don't know. Pan must be talking to me. So here's the guidebook. It's definitely a little white book. Let's not get too excited. Let's see. Here's a little introduction, and then astrological correspondence, upright and reversal, couple sentences, few keywords, a little paragraph on each of the majors. The minors don't have any, just the keywords. So if you are new to tarot, you are going to want to have a Tarot 101 book, or, you know, do something that will allow you to feel maybe like you have a little more depth in your understanding of tarot when you purchase this deck, if the imagery in this deck speaks to you. Here we go. We're going to try not to break this. Okay. So I don't know if like any of you guys have been feeling this way too, but I'm like feeling super drawn in a weird way to the Greek pantheon. This is not my home pantheon. I don't know what's happening the last week here, but like I've got some interesting deities showing up to hang out. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in another video because I won't, you know, weigh this unboxing down with that. But like, it's been I've been really feeling it. So there's no edging or anything. The cardstock looks, wait, what was the term I was told? Satin. Pretty thin. This is the backing. I will never be a pink and purple girl. But if you do, but it is definitely Art Nouveau. I always want to call it Art Deco. It's not, it's Art Nouveau. What do I have that's like a normal deck? Here we go. We've got decks everywhere. This is the Line Strider Tarot. So in comparison, it's a little bit larger, which is nice. Feels nice in my hands. I have larger hands though, so please do be aware of that. I know many of you have smaller hands and you struggle with the larger decks to shuffle. This isn't going to be a problem for me, but I do have larger hands. Okay. So the embossing is really lovely. The backings are cream and it's very soft. I think what stopped me from purchasing is like, it's beautiful, but the imagery is very soft in its tonality color-wise. This one is gorgeous. The High Priestess is stunning. The Empress is lovely. It's an interesting take on the Emperor here because he looks older than I typically imagine the Emperor to be. So that's an interesting, but you do have in the Rams depicted at the top there, that astrological association to Aries. So that's really nice. So now we have the Hierophant here. A little bit lost on me. I think these two images, even in color, are pretty similar. Now they're not exactly the same, but they're similar. I don't know how I feel about that. Remains to be seen. Here's the Lovers, very sweet. There's the Chariot. I like the Chariot depiction. And we have the Strength card. The Hermit. I really like this Wheel of Fortune. This bitch I'm about. Love the Owl here in the Justice card. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, Death is pretty badass. I'm about that. Like, there are some images that I really love, right? But then there are a lot of them that kind of fall flat for me. I love the wings and the gold embossing. That's really cool. Okay, so here we have the Devil. All right, I'm down for the depiction of the Devil. Take another sip of tea. Tower doesn't really do it for me. There's the Star. I mean, with the sun coming in the room, which, guys, by the way, it's sunny out today. Very excited about this here in New England. It's been very gray and snowy this March, and I think we have more snow coming next week. So there's the Moon, the Sun. I mean, I like that the embossing of the sun is in the gold back there. Here's the Judgment card. I will say this. It's very traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So if you are new, and then we have the 4, it's Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and oh my God, Leo. Wow, Racine. The fixed signs. Words just went out of my mouth there. You can tell I just finished a long run. Okay, so now the additional cards are the Well and the Artist. Now, I have not looked up his meanings, but I love the Well. I love the idea of what the Well represents in mythology. I actually use it a lot when I do guided meditation because I think it's very powerful from even like an ancestral lineage space. And the Artist, I understand, I think you could tie the Artist in very closely to the Magician, right? Okay, so now we have King of Cups. Nice depiction. Queen of Cups, very ethereal and lovely. Knight of Cups, he's giving me love him and leave him vibes. I'm here for that. Page of Cups. Ace of Cups is very pretty. Then we have the 2. Interesting depiction of 2 of Cups there. Typical depiction of the 3. Very Rider-Waite-Smith here in the minors for sure. So interesting that the person is facing us here, huh? Instead of, even though we don't see their face, they're turned towards us, not away from us. 6 of Cups. Oh, I like the 7 of Cups. Okay, I'm here for this depiction. All right, I'm getting a little more excited now. 8 of Cups, yes. 9 is 9. I mean, I don't know. Why do they always make the 9 of Cups guy a fat guy? I just think that there are some other ways that you can interpret the 9 of Cups, you know, but I digress. I'll do a separate video on that. 10 of Cups. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's the King of Pentacles. Queen. Here's the Knight. So I gotta say, guys, like the older I get, I have more and more of a soft spot in my heart for the Knight of Pentacles. Like he's really my favorite of all the Knights. It's not my favorite depiction of the Knight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. This is interesting though. I like the contemplative look. Then we have the Ace. There's the 2. The 3. Which is like exactly, I mean, it's very much what I would, how I would traditionally interpret the 3. We get the 4 of Pentacles here. The 5. Interesting. That it's like very much a close-up there. 6 of Pentacles. So this is a very, very traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this is an example for me where it really does help me stretch myself as a reader, because it's a deck that I probably wouldn't have purchased if I didn't have a tarot student who wanted to work with this deck. But the joy of this is that I will have to see this deck in a different way as I share and teach with it, right? Here's 9 of Pentacles. You guys know that's one of my faves in tarot. It's not my favorite depiction. I don't think I need to say more than that. 10 of Pentacles. King of Swords. Queen of Swords. It's very like, it gives me very like watercolor. Knight of Swords. Now, even though the Knight of Pentacles is one of my is my favorite knight of the court cards, the Knight of Swords, I love the depictions of the Knight of Swords. Like when people get the Knight of Swords right, for me, it's like bang on. This Knight of Swords, I like the horse. I don't like the way that we're facing him, because I like to see the knight in profile. Because he's so active to me. He's so like busy, you know. I don't know. It's interesting. Different depiction, but like the gold embossing there. Great 2 of Swords. So 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups tend to be cards that I really pay attention to in a deck. Here's the 3. It's very much in keeping with this deck, which I think, as you can tell, I am intrigued by some of the imagery, but I'm not like over the top in love. Again, interesting visual on the 7 there. I like that. There's the 8. It's like a really close-up image of the 8 there. I like this depiction of the 9 because I think it describes how I really experience the 9 of Swords as a reader. It's the 10 again. So then we move into the Wands. I don't know, it's just not how I visualize the King of Wands. Like, to me, he's like the sexiest of the kings, you know? I don't know. There's the Queen. There's the Knight. This artist is great with the horse depictions. Like, he's really, horses are really difficult to draw, to paint and do well. And I really like how he's done that. I don't get that Page of Wands at all, but I got to spend a little time with it. 2 of Wands, exactly what you would think traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. The 3, traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. Interesting. The 4 is interesting with the figure above kind of leaning over, bent over. That's interesting. I'm going to sit with that one. Typical 5, exactly what you would expect. 6. Again, it's great with the horses. 7. Typical 8. There's the 9. And here's the 10. Interesting that, again, like we are facing the person instead of them away from us with the heavy weight on their shoulders. So let's say a few things that I like about the deck. The cards that are interesting to me, that I found interesting, like I really do want to spend time with them. If you are new to tarot, you can use any Tarot 101 book, Holistic Tarot, any tarot book that you are called to work with in order to get to know a tarot deck. And this deck, as long as it's Rider-Waite-Smith based and not Thoth based, this deck is you're gonna be able to just dovetail that right into the practice, and you're gonna be able to use those traditional meanings, and this deck will absolutely work. It's too watercolory, too watered down for me color-wise. It's a little too soft. I like a punch and a pop, and I tend to prefer, mint green aside, jewel tones, and those like really deep, dark, moody colors. This deck doesn't have that. The gold embossing is gorgeous. I think that the weight of the deck and the cardstock, I think, is going to shuffle well and last well over readings. And I think this is a great replacement for my OG Rider-Waite-Smith, which I still haven't quite found my replacement deck for that. Beloved deck, which, as you guys know, I talked about recently on the channel. I have a separate video on that. So how do I feel about the Ethereal Visions? I am excited to teach with it, and I think it's one that I'm going to use, especially in readings where I've got to go back to straight up Rider-Waite-Smith in order to give my client the best reading possible for where they're at. So I definitely think it's going to serve a purpose. I'm not in love with this deck. I would say if you're on the fence, wait to purchase. Don't press that buy now button. I think if you're on the fence, you might lean more on the side of And I would say if you're someone who likes jewel tones and a lot of intensity, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot is a great option. It's going to give you that Art Nouveau style, but it's going to but it's got a little more color going on, and it's still traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So if you're a beginner with tarot, or if you want a straight up Rider-Waite-Smith deck, either Ethereal Visions or the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot can definitely hit the mark for you there. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this deck if you have it and you love it. I know a lot of people really love this deck, so I might be in the minority and not being absolutely smitten with it, or even a little smitten with it, but I don't hate it. We're not at Taurus hate land, okay? I'm very excited to teach with it, but I don't know that it's going to be a ride or die deck for me in the long run. So if you have been on the fence about this deck, I hope this video helps you. As always, I am sending you so much love and many blessings. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.